Good afternoon, everyone. I will be presenting my analysis on Wonder, a film that follows a young boy, Ugly Pullman, who has Treacher syndrome, a rare cradle-facial condition. Wonder tells us a story about Ugly, who has been homeschooled his whole entire life, but he's now starting middle school. So we kind of follow his journey about making friends, facing bullying, and learning to accept himself. My main question for my analysis is, does Wonder provide an empowering narrative for individuals with disability, or does it reinforce its stereotypes? To analyze Wonder, I focus on three aspects: dialogue, character interactions, and important scenes. His non-disabled characters play a major role in how they perceive him, especially during the film. He had two best friends, Summer and Jack Joe. They both accept him and they both love him very much. Jack Joe did kind of did him dirty. In the middle of the movie, he was peer pressure to tell everyone that he didn't like him because he was weird looking and stuff like that. He said if he had chosen not to hang out with him, then he wouldn't hang out with him. And the main reason why he hung out with him was because he felt bad for him. It also shows the size of his ugly sister via his parents, and it provides insight of how the struggles are of being a sibling or a parent to someone with disability. The representation. There were certain scenes throughout the movie. First, it was the first day of school, which they were trying to avoid him. They were trying to make eye contact with him. This kind of highlights how children view visible disabilities and the after experience exclusion simply because of the differences. The film uses this scene to kind of emphasize the importance of kindness. The other one was the Halloween scene, which is where Jack Joe is making fun of him, saying that he could never actually hang out with him because he was weird. If he didn't have to, this scene is significant because it kind of highlights the challenges of trust and friendships with people with disabilities. The last scene that I looked at was the awards ceremony, which Augie is given the inspirational award. And this it leads to a certain stereotype, which is this inspirational porn, which means when disability individuals are portrayed as inspiring simply for assisting or overcoming their condition. Instead of celebrating Augie's personal achievements, the film rewards him with his resilience in the face of adversity. This reinforces the idea that people with disability must prove their worth through perseverance rather than being valued for who they really are. Wonder raises awareness about Treacher syndrome and encourages kindness and inclusion. However, it oversimplifies the real life experiences of people with disabilities. The film suggests that biggest challenges of Augie's was his social acceptance rather than focusing on medical, emotional, and systematic struggles that individuals with facial differences face. Additionally, it presents an overly optimistic view of bullying, implying that, kindness is always the answer, but that's not always the case. In conclusion, I think that Wonder is a well-intentioned film that successfully promotes inclusion and empathy. However, I think that it reinforces certain stereotypes by focusing on Augie's social acceptance rather than his personal identity and self-worth. The movie leans into the idea that disability must be inspiring rather than normalizing it as a part of a human diversity. This highlights the need for future media representations to move beyond inspirational narratives and instead of to provide a more authentic, more multi-dimensional portrayals of disability. Wonder is an important film because it starts a conversation about inclusion and representation. However, it's just one example of how disability is portrayed in the mainstream media. Moving forward, we need to advocate for more stories that focus on self-acceptance, independence, and the full experience of individuals with disabilities. By supporting films and media that provide authentic representations, we can help reshape the narrative around disability and promote true inclusivity. Thank you for listening.